Good morning, one and all. Everyone, namaskara. Hope all of you are not from Mysore. So, just for interaction, what is Mysore known for? One? Sorry, one? Anyone? Food. Yes, food. Then? For its heritageness? Of course. For its tourism? Yes. Thank you. One of the important factors Mysore is known for is its cleanliness. In the entire country, Mysore used to stand in the first position. For several years, it even stood for the first position. But right now, it's in the 8th position. And in the state, it's standing in the 2nd position. Why? Is it because of the waste management? This was one of the reasons why we started this research. The objective of this research was to know why many plants are getting shut down. That's zero waste management plants. In the initial stage, there were 9 plants established in Mysore city, bifurcated into 9 zones. But right now, there's only 5 of them working successfully, and the rest of them are not very successful, but they're working. So, getting into my presentation, before getting into it, I would like to introduce my team. My name is Siddhartha Hecha. I am from Vidyavardhana College of Engineering. My fellows are Pavan from Vidyavardhana College of Engineering, Prithviraj from Mahajanas College, and Chandana and Nisna from JSS Medical College. Getting to the slides. A comparative study on zero waste management in Kumbar and case study. Introduction. Zero waste management means designing and managing products and process to systematically avoid and eliminate the volume and toxicity of waste materials, conserve and recover all resources and not burn or bury them. So basically what zero waste management means is that whatever comes into the plant, there will be zero discharge of it, and there will be no incineration or burying of it, and we will recycle and reuse the waste which is coming from the sources. This is the flow chart which explains clearly what zero waste management means and what a zero waste city would be. 100% recycling of waste, legislate landfill and incineration, 100% resource recovery from waste, behavioral change and sustainable consumption, extended producer and consumer responsibility. As in the beginning only I told, many plants are getting shut down. Whose fault might be this? Anyone? Right, I'll only say. Many of them said it's the corporation's fault. According to us, it's each and every one of us. Because each and every one will belong to the city and it's our responsibility to keep it clean. These are the objectives of our study. To study the present zero waste management practices adopted by Kumbar and Jodi Technical. There are specific reasons why we chose these 2 plants for the study. As before our study, we made a literature review. In fact, we got to know that Kumbar is the plant which is running successfully in Mysore. Among all the 9 plants, it is the one which is efficient. And for Jodi Technical, recently ITC took over it. Before that, even that plant was also a failure. That's why we chose these 2 plants to identify the technical features. What made the difference so that Jodi Technical plant was shut down? To compare the efficiency of zero waste management plant of Kumbar and Jodi Technical, just to analyze it, we had a comparison to analyze the various technical reasons for the failure of zero waste management plant in various zones. This study is also applicable for various zones which got shut down. These are the research design which we use, the methodologies, mixed method study, that is qualitative and both quantitative. Tools for data collection. We use semi-structured questionnaire and survey. For this questionnaire, we took the help of Rajendra Prasad sir, our guide, and many questions were framed by us. And the target group which we were targeted are the Kumbar residences and Jodi Technical residences. And the authorities in both the plants, we had questionnaires posed to them. Sample size was, we even interviewed 30 households in each of the plant. And the authorities said that in which health inspectors, supervisors, workers, we took in-depth interviews of all of them to get to know how a zero waste management plant works so that we could identify the technical glitches. and this was okay, that's the location. As you can see, this is the zero waste management plant in Kumbarko. Looks good, I guess. And this is the zero waste management plant in Jodi Teginamala. Recently, this was taken over by ITC, which is a private organization. Yes, from here, my friend Tom will take. Go to all.
Good morning, everyone. I am Pawan from Vidyavaka College of Engineering. Basically a civil engineering student. So I am gonna speak about the sources and the quantity about and comparative study about the two plants. That's the Kumbarkoplo zero waste management plant and Jodi Teginamala plant. So number of watts from which waste are collected. So basically, every plant has its limit and the waste which are being passed on from these watts, at least of 8 watts. So this remains constant for every plant as per our research. So the second one comes is the average number of households per watt. So this average was considered by the corporation and engineers of basically the engineers who have designed these plants. And the average waste generation per capita was also fixed by these engineers as 500 grams per day. That also remains constant for both the watts, and the capacity of the plant in tons was 8 tons. This plant was designed for capacity of 8 tons per day. And then fifth one is number of items segregated at both the plants. This plant, the plant which has running successfully as mentioned by my friend Chinatan, it has running successfully because they are segregating more number when compared to other plants. So 26 categories of waste that are classified and they will bifurcate and segregate. When we speak about Jodi Teginamala, this plant just 20 items will be considered. The plant efficiency, when coming to the plant efficiency, both of them, none of the plants in Mysuru is working with fullest to zero. There will be some amount of discharge rate of 2 to 3%. But when it comes to the Jodi Teginamala plant, it is quite about 3% greater than the Kumbarkoplo plant. The flow chart, this flow chart explains all the functions which are going to take place in the zero waste management plant. Primarily waste from the households. The waste from the households and other commercial places will also be taken. The waste will be basically segregated at the preliminary stages at the households. The house waste will be collected by door to door. Then the waste will enter the zero waste unit. Then the process starts. There will be basic segregation of dry waste and wet waste. So after that, wet waste will be carried to composting pits. They will be composted and sold to market. Basically, what they are doing is they are selling to the farmers for free of cost at both the plants. But the dry waste will be segregated to 11 categories and more than other 11 categories. There will be washing and drying process. After every waste, they will be classified the plastics or the rubber waste or the tires. That items are going to list in the next slide. Those waste will be washed and dried, then will be densified or stored and packed. Then it will be sold for the further processes. So this is at the Kumbarkoplo plant. You can see that photo. They will be classified about these different types of the waste, and they will sell it to the further processing. This is by the man doing this picture shows the man doing the segregation by his hands, and this is after segregation. The plastics will be densified so that they can store more plastics at minimum volume. So these are the items that are going to be classified and be segregated. They will be sold per kg and they will mention the respective amounts or the rate per kg. Findings from the households. We also conducted a survey with the households nearby the plant. So, according to these findings, we got to know about this was the awareness. Red one shows the Kumbarkoplu plant and the black part shows the Jodi Tenginamara plant. So, you can see the awareness about the waste segregation or the basic waste management was more on Kumbarkoplu because it's one of the oldest zero waste management plant which was established in the preliminary stages. So they were more aware of the waste management. When it coming to health issues, there was no health issues with nearby households of both the plants, and when also household waste segregation. We also asked about the segregation that was made. Were you segregating the waste as wet waste or dry waste? So we got responses like high at the Kumbarkoplu plant stage. Issues from the workers. There were no issues faced from the workers near Kumbarkoplu plant. You can see that, and some of the issues from the laborers in Jodi Tenginamara caused the plant to be shut down, and now it's been rejuvenated by ITC. So the recommendations, we also asked about the recommendations for the more such plants in Mysore. So we got 100 fullest responses, so that we are recommending the cooperation of the MCC to establish more number of plants, so that the waste management will be in a better response. The further slides will be explained by my colleague, Ms. Nam.
Good morning everyone, myself Ms. Nam. I would like to reflect on the limitations of this study. As the average population of both the Kumbarkoplu and Jodi Tenginamara is 2,000 and 3,000, we could only survey 60 households. More data could have been collected, which would lead to better understanding and the perspectives of the other households on the aspect of awareness, the sanitation, the health issues or any inconvenience, and the household waste segregation from each of the households could have been known. And the viewpoint of the other stakeholders could also have been reflected. We were not able to collect the data from the health officer, so of the Jodi Tenginamara Zero Management Unit, so their viewpoint would have also been reflected in this study. Thank you. The next slide will be explained by Chandana.
Good morning all, I am Chandana. These are the recommendations drawn from our small study. It was not large scale as Krishna explained because of time constraints. These recommendations are from the survey conducted from the 60 households and stakeholder interviews. First thing we would like to recommend is awareness generation and educating the community about segregation. As you saw in the previous picture, they were segregating using their hand, that to other households' waste. Imagine how we treat our waste, and those people are supposed to segregate other household waste with their own hand. I think most of them know that they should segregate the waste and give it, but I don't think many of us are serious. I don't think even we segregate our old waste and keep it separately. Maybe they don't know the intensity of it, and people should be made aware of what the workers here go through segregating the waste. Second one is proper allocation of required machinery. I think there are many technologies available according to our literature review where machineries can be used for segregation of waste. If not machinery, I think people are provided, the workers are provided with safety equipments. At least we should create awareness among them to use those safety equipments while segregating the waste. Next one is improper allocations of laborers and supervisors. When we conducted in-depth interview among stakeholders in the plant. They told the other waste management plants were shut down because of shortage of laborers. Many people, most of them won't be willing to do such jobs. So it's very important for us to segregate waste so that it will be, at least we can reduce the burden on them and provide proper incentives which they deserve. And solid waste from shopping centers should be made mandatory to hand it over to the zonal zero waste management plant. When we were doing our in-depth interviews, we came to know that the Mall of Mysore waste is being going to JP Nagar zero waste management plant, and it's being handled well. We don't know about the waste which are taken from other malls. We don't know how it is being handled. So I think if it is provided with the responsible authority, I think the waste segregation and management will be done well. Then zero waste management plant which are at declining stage should be handed over to private organization. As my friend Chirantan told, the Jodi Teginamara zero waste management plant wasn't working that well until it was handed over to ITC. So I think if we don't have enough resources, I think privatization can be considered as an option. Then to ensure life security and reduce the risk level of laborers working within the zero waste management plant, as told before, it is very important to take care of them because they are taking care of our waste. So it's very important to take care of their life security by providing them incentives, safety precautions, and providing them awareness. Most of them aren't well educated. So we should educate them regarding the health issues which they can face by touching those things directly. It doesn't matter to them because they'll be working on daily wage and they'll be thinking, I'll do this job, I'll get money and I'll go back home and feed my family. I think we should educate them regarding the health consequences which they face and provide the necessary safety equipments required. So next my friend will continue about the experiences which we gained in Y4G fellowship. Prithvi.
Hello everyone. I am going to share my experience in Y4G in few words. After attending the Y4G session, we have gained in-depth knowledge about the topic of governance, and after visiting the municipal, and I would like to thank Dr. Nagaraj sir for this. And we have known about the information of government structure and authority functions. And I also like to share my personal experience in Y4G. We have gained so much of knowledge like time management skills and organizing skills. And after attending with interaction with eminent speakers and providing a dynamic understanding and knowledge on the various topics, I would like to thank everyone.